On the table today at SquirrelStampede, what is this? Is that a Happy Meal on the table after almost 5 years? I think the last Happy Meal review we did was the 40th anniversary, like in 2019, end of 2019. But Inside Out 2 brought me back, as it's hard to find anything from Inside Out 2. And I like the look of this collection. They're kind of glowy, transparent, very emotional. It's a good looking series to pull from, so I found all 10. Let's go through them, see what they look like, follow along as we get really angry and happy and sad and worried and excited about these great looking figures.
SquirrelStampede!
Please like,
share, and Squirrel Live.
How rusty am I going to be at this? My first Happy Meal toy review in like almost 5 years. We've got bag number 1, Joy. Funny, usually when I pick up a Happy Meal just for fun, they're in boxes now, so we're back into a bag for this series. Everything feels so old school right now. Let's open up.
hey!
They used to just open up. And there's a lot of stuff in here. Oh no, after almost 5 years, I'm still checking out Happy Meal disc launchers, what do you know? But the figurines on these are pretty neat. That's one thing the main release minifigures did not completely capture, is just the glowiness and the shininess and the softness of these emotion characters on screen. It's kind of fun to see a translucent figure idea with a little bit of paint, not so much on the back there, but on the front there she's been painted with blue hair, blue eyes, and a smile. A little bit of texture on that dress too. So in some ways, in a rare occurrence, the Happy Meal toy might just be the better of finding an Inside Out 2 figure. There's not really too much to choose from, honestly. How does this work? Here we got images of Riley. Why is she shooting images of Riley? Oh, they're joyful memories, of course. Can I knock out Joy with Joy? Well, they don't shoot very hard or far. It's just kind of a pull, tap, and release. But kind of novel and a fun idea. Also, we've got stickers to decorate up, I believe, your little launcher base, and I think I could pass on that. It's not the most important thing and kind of muddies up a display stand, in my opinion, with stickers, and you never know with Happy Meal stickers, they might peel off over time. So I'll just kind of leave those off. I think Joy looks just fine as she does right here. So we can replace old Joy into new Joy and go on to number 2, Fear. Ah, I missed the sequencing of Happy Meal. It's so fun. Okay, oh, this one opened right up. There's Fear. Not so painted as well as Joy. And, well, what does Fear do? Fear, of course, also involves a disc launcher. Or should I call them emotion launchers? In some way, this themes really well to the whole idea of Inside Out. And, well, we have Fear there. Little Riley, fearful emotions. See if we can hit sadness. Oh, poor sadness. Yeah, I didn't realize that with Joy's. On one side you have the image of the emotion, and on the other side you have Riley. So that's a fun duo idea, and we even have her emotion. You can see she's Joy, and she's got Fear there. Fear as a figure, not as much paint as Joy had, but I still like the transparent look at these. The little display stands they're on top of. They're gonna do just as much as you can get out of, say, the minifigures we looked through, because they're all both static. These, though, have this kind of like emotional harmonic feel. And of course there is a sticker sheet too, and you could decorate that up. I'm gonna pass on those. Next up, 3, Anger. Ooh, I like this one already. Got Anger, he's so bright red. And I like how, for symmetry, all the display launchers are in purple. Well, so far. Anger. This series certainly has some good color to it. This is a very bright Anger figure. Little better painted than Fear, with mouth and a tie. And nice transparent fiery body. No really French fry hair though, I like to call it. For some reason, I can't remember. This would have been a perfect French fry opportunity. It even looks like a McDonald's French fry holder. We got some discs of Anger. Got to test out each one, of course. There she goes. And Riley, she's looking pretty angry right there. Good one to find. Oh, and of course, stickers. And I like how they do give you an individual angry sticker there for extras. It's number 4, Sadness. Oh, that just sadly opened perfectly. Why did Joy have so much struggle at the start? Sadness looking good with a lighter blue transparency. A little more light passes through this one, almost like glass. Blue paint, blue glasses, blue hair. Sadness all aware. Pretty good little mini. Drop her onto her base. She sadly doesn't want to go. There we go. That's such a sad image. Oh, sadness. How does Riley look on this one? She looks kind of like something from Frozen. And test it out. Landry, you want to get hit, Landry? Careful. And there we go. That's sadness. Sadness. I think sadness turned out really well. Goes well with anger, the 2 colors. And on to 5, Disgust. Still on the original team here. Original team of emotion. Ah, very green. Glassy too on this one. Launcher. Stickers. Why do I always see, now I'm seeing Kermit the Frog with her. And purple pad. Like sadness, they really got the transparency going well with this one. I can look right through her. Can you see Landry on the other side? Can you spy a squirrel through this? She's been squirreled! She's been squirreled. She's not disgusted anymore. She's squirreled. The rare squirrel emotion. So almost a clear transparency on this one. Almost a complete clear piece of glass plastic. Only painted hair on one side. It's kind of funny how that works. But it just, together, they're looking really fun. By themselves, they could look a little bit odd, but you start grouping them together and they look just like you would see in a show. So we got a Disgust launcher here. There she is. A disgusted Riley. And who wants to get hit? Lance, you're up. Barely a bump on that. So there we go, Disgust. A few discs to launch with her and builds up a pretty good series so far. And like that, we're at the second part of the collection. I almost forgot how incredibly fast it is to review a Happy Meal collection. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we should be featuring more of the new emotions with this set. Where did 5 go? That's 8. I had 5 just a second ago. Or 6. We're looking for 6. There we go. 6. We've gone through 5. 6. 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Are you confused? I'm confused. So we're getting into Riley's newer emotions with Ennui. Ennui is here. I'm totally ruining these bags. Not the plan. Ennui. Ennui. Got the head sculpt going up. Usually the head goes down with Ennui. This time drooping up. Are you handling this okay, Ennui? Are you okay? Am I exciting enough for you? An aged up YouTuber going back to his Happy Meal origins after almost 5 years. Yeah, I know, it's tough. It's tough to watch. Okay, so what do we got? Ennui is kind of like a transparent purple glass. Plastic. Why am I calling them glass when it's like plastic? Acrylic. Let's go acrylic. That sounds so much more refined. Pretty good one though. I think a lot of people would love to find this one first in a pack. So number 6, it might be like a mid-run figure. It might be just hitting right now. However, I went to a McDonald's yesterday and all they had was Batman and Scooby-Doo from like a few months ago. So it just got cleared out. We've got Ennui discs. Looks so painful. And Riley just bored out of her mind. Let's give it a fire here. Ennui, you want to shoot yourself? Where did you go? There you are. Shoot yourself here. Oh, I gotta do better than that. Better than that. Okay, they just bump. They just bump. But it's fun now that we're getting more of these because there's so many emotions on the table. So real fun one to look for. This one's funny too how you can turn these. That's the first time I noticed that or tried that. So all of these you can rotate them on stage to wherever you kind of would like them. That's kind of helpful in a display positioning. If you need one kind of pointed at the other for a certain reason, you can do that. Fun, fun, fun. We're looking for number 7. 7, right? Yeah, 7. And this is Envy. Envy is here. I may have said this before, Envy felt like kind of the least interesting figure, or least interesting new emotion. All the others kind of stole the show. Envy was kind of like, meh, good one to have, just didn't kind of do it. So let's get her on her disc launcher. Emotion launcher. Wait, is this? Yeah, that's her. There she is. Some of these, this almost looks like the same face that we saw for Disgust. No, they're different faces. They capture different looks. Pow! So yeah, Envy here. It's good to have, obviously, new character, new emotion, just not the most exciting one in the movie, but fun to collect, right? Fun to add into our series. Where are we at now? We got a lot here. Too bad we don't have a Deep Dark Secret figure. 8? Is it 8? I think 8 is where we're at. So amazed how fast this is running. Anxiety! Oh, this would probably be the tops in the hunt for figures. Oof. Ah! Anxiety. Oh, I don't know though. Didn't do so well on it. This one didn't translate as well as some of the others. Maybe it's the orange. Maybe it's the fact they didn't bother to give any sort of paintwork on the shirt or pants. Just something to kind of give it a little bit of contrast. Like at least with Anger being so red, they put on a tie. That helped. Now with Fear, he's clear, but for some reason it works. It's not bad. Same thing with like Disgust. Disgust is alright. But when it's a darker color like this, you need a little extra contrast, like a belt or something. Shoes would have helped. Anything. Right now I'm feeling like I'm just looking at an explosive carrot. So they did better with the minifigure. This minifigure was so well done. But I'll stop there. It's still cool to see. It's a Happy Meal toy, right? You can't get too complicated. That's why I just loved doing these so much back in the day. It's just the most simplistic form of a toy. Like the quickest, cheapest way you can get. And there she is, anxious out. It doesn't really look like it. Maybe if I go like that, that might help. Fire over at Disgust back there. So, you know, I'm starting to like Anxiety. It took me a minute. I'm warming up. Almost there. We're now on to 9, which is, oh, okay, so some secondary characters. They had everything to choose from, and they went with guards Frank and Dave. I don't know if I would have so gone with Deep Dark Secret. That's like the star of the show, or so was Bloofy, and of course Lance. At least we got those figurines in the box packs. Check out that video if you have not seen us go through. So they chose guards Frank and Dave. And this is the type of thing you run into when you're like, oh, I really want an Inside Out toy. And you go to McDonald's and you get Frank and Dave. You're like, this is not what I wanted. Wanted one of the emotions, not Frank and Dave. They look like M&Ms. But I will say the transparency paint worked well on this one. It's a blue with black belts, mustache, eyes stand out really well on this grouping. Works a little bit better than what happened with Anxiety, but still kind of like a really odd character choice. They don't really get an emotion, they just get a card with the 5 originals and then a image of, well, Frank and Dave. So, there is the weirdest choice. You know, at least we got that now. I mean, it's something different. I'll go with that. And that was probably the best shot of the day. So that brings us to our final. Look at all these emotions. That's the coolest part of this. There are so many emotions on the table. The final, number 10, Embarrassment. Embarrassment was embarrassed for being so late, right? Often the largest. Got stickers, don't need them. At least I don't. Oh, Embarrassment's huge. Very well done. Very well done. And maybe out of all of them, the least transparent. It's a very, very cotton candy pink. I don't think you'd be able to see a squirrel behind this. Yeah, that's some thick transparency there. You can barely see Landry back there. Well, I think that Anger was also pretty heavy on the non-transparency. Some of these are like glass, others are very, very thick. And like the cotton candy look, Embarrassment's so fun. That one's a fun one. That's an emotion I think I run into every day. And we've got Riley here. She doesn't really look embarrassed. I think I get the scene of the movie. Is that where she sings the song or something? That, or an inside joke or something like that. I can't remember. Walks funny or something. It's that scene she's really trying to fit in and it's embarrassing. And our final poll for today. See if we can embarrass Landry with an emotion. Some of these just don't bump shoot. So number 10, Embarrassment. We've got through the set. And so there is the collection, Inside Out 2, growing larger every day for my collection. Pretty good Happy Meal series, really, when you think about it. Because they have to be low cost, most Happy Meal toy series have to be pretty basic. But in this situation, they did pretty well, giving you all the main emotions in a fun, glowing-like plastic way. Very colorful, reflecting all the colors and emotions from the movie pretty well. Disc launching bases matched together with a collection of great emotional memories. There's not much out there really to collect for Inside Out 2, and honestly, these would fill up a shelf and a collection and help you out on your way and collecting some fun items. So all in all, I had a good time getting back into the old Happy Meal vibe with Inside Out 2. And that's Happy Meal Inside Out 2. What a collection. What do you think? If you liked today's video, please give us a squike, a squirrelive, squammet, your favorite Squirrel Stampede Happy Meal review of yore. I think I'll do more. I think I will get back into Happy Meal. It's quite fun, some of these basic collections to see. Thank you again for watching. Don't forget we have a Squirrel Stampede merch out there, like t-shirts, water bottles, plush Landry, and that's what I have to say about that. Now with Fear, he's clear. Whoa!